Eric. Welcome to True Lens. My name is Kevin Neufnell and I'm the photography mentor. I'm going to be getting you on board and I'm here to help you with any photography questions you have. Today we're going to take a look at some good photography and show you the level that we're striving for, and then we're going to take a look at one of your shoots. I'm going to offer you some suggestions to get you there. Okay, this is one of our better shoots from the Denver Lens team. I'll show you what's going on right here. So these are the two entrance shots. You can see we've got like a good thirds balance here, which is perfect. You want to have the house centered and you want to have a big house. So we've got a zoom lens here and we stepped back. The wide angles don't look as good. If you've got like a 24-105 or some sort of zoom, you just kind of step to the other side of the street, you zoom in on that and compress that space and get like a nice thirds and fill the frame here with the house. This is a perfect entrance house and we're going to kind of push this way. Another thing I'm going to coach you on is we're going to look at like all the photos in total, and we're going to make sure that we've got good corner shots, straight on detail shots like down here in our lifestyles. And we just want to have kind of like a dynamic package so that it's not like the same angle and the same photo every single time. And so you kind of feel like you get a well-rounded presentation. You feel like you know the space. This is a good photo. We're going to try and make every photo in the package pretty and symmetrical and beautiful. If it looks like it belongs in a magazine, that's like the highest level that we're striving for. Something like this is just beautiful. And then we're also going to try and get you to start looking for simple symmetries and finding like little ways to shoot these areas so that there's like an unconscious symmetry that your mind's just going to find pleasing. So you see something like this where we've bifurcated the frame by having this line here and kind of aiming for that. You'll start seeing these like symmetries everywhere. And photographing these are just really beautiful. So if you can, like, with every photo, get a nice balance and a nice symmetry in it, that's how you're going to get like a killer package, a killer photo out of that. And then one thing that's kind of unique to our company is we try to provide lifestyle photos with every package. So you'll see here, we use like a foreground or a background, and we use a fast f-stop, like a 1.2 or a 2.8, whatever we're working with. And we try and get like a nice bokeh on this. And it's sort of like a voyeuristic shot where you're kind of just peeking around a corner. And so we've got like a handful of these here that are really nice. And we're gonna kind of coach you on these as well. Okay, looking at your overall package, it is pretty dynamic. I see lots of different angles. I see straight ons. I see some like close-up shots, mid-ranges. So we're just gonna kind of jump in and go through these. Looking between these two photos, I like this one right here better. This one is kind of weird having it's like the plants are in here more. So we could have zoomed in a little bit with something more like this and just had a little bokeh on the front there. That would have been a little better. We're going to coach you to kind of work for straighter lines, like identifying this spot. It feels like we have a weird angle here, just kind of shooting this way. And so we're getting a weird line here where I'd want this more as a straight on. So you'd have to center yourself to this and shoot straight into that, flattening this out and making that feel a little better. We want to watch out for cutting off objects. So like this guy should be fully in the frame. So if you're going to photograph this area, you need to kind of get further back so that this door is fully in like it is. This door, which should be fully in, and we should see the bottom of that. This is more like a mid-range, which I love too. We would need that cut tighter. So these are a great shot here where you focus on all the goods of the kitchen so you can get all the appliances in there, and you cut off the floor. We lose all this and we get like a nice mid-range. That's also really good. So this one needs to be further back or closer. You're kind of just in an awkward spot here. This guy's a little awkward because this half of the photo, it's kind of just empty space, and we've got like a gross here with the fuse box. So I'm much more interested in everything going on in this direction. So a little bit of a weak photo on this guy. We want to watch out for cutting off furniture here. It kind of just cheapens the items. It's like you're not important enough to fit in the photo. It's kind of weird, but like psychologically, it makes it feel cheaper. If we had the whole set here, it'd feel better. This isn't half bad. I like all the furniture in, of course, but like what I see here is I see a symmetry. Like we've got a square inside a square, which is always cool. So you can kind of center that and line that up really well just by standing directly in the center of the room and getting that sort of thing. I do like that you filled the frame with furniture here, but we're just cutting this off so it cheapens it. This is a pretty good photo. I like to call these sitting in the couch. It's where you kind of get behind the couch and you sort of fill the bottom third with the couches so you feel like you're sitting in there. We should have lowered the camera height for this to kind of get that effect. And that would make this a hero shot. We don't really need this right here. So kind of just filling it with like the goods right here would be how you get a killer shot out of that. This isn't terrible. I've kind of noticing the camera height feels a little tall on all these. Feels just a pinch tall. It just seems like we're cutting off floor and it feels like we're missing stuff all on the bottom. It doesn't feel terribly tall though. It's hard to say. I don't know. It just feels like all the goods are right here is all I want. Pretty good symmetry on there. That's kind of what we're looking for. You got like a tight space, just kind of like line up on the line like that. That's pretty good. This is a great bedroom. Perfect height for the bed. Nice filling here. I don't think you get that in there, but it looks like you tried, so that's pretty good. Yeah, this looks great. Great execution on this. Good bedroom photo there. We don't always need hallway shots like this because it's got to be like a really amazing hallway. But I think in this instance, you did good by capturing it because it looks like there's probably something important here. I would just ask you to open those up so you can get a peek inside there. It makes sense to me. Pretty good bathroom here. So great height on this. Our rule of thumb here is we don't want to see the drain. We just kind of want like a little sliver looking in. This is perfect. Good bathroom. And pretty good symmetry on this. This is well executed. Nice here. This is pretty good. On these tight rooms, you can just really center that line for the corner of the room. Good on the bathroom here. Pretty nice. Okay, it looks like this area was so wide that you had to shoot it with a cell phone. Not the worst idea. What we would advise for this photo is we would want you to do a straight on shooting into this, and we'd look for like a vertical framing, and you just want to kind of cut off the floor and just get as close as you can and highlight that shower with like a vertical would be my guess. Good on this. We just like a nice symmetry with that line and just a hint. We don't need them fully in frame because they're usually a tight room, but we need to know that they're there. So this was good. So you did a pretty good job here with the workout equipment. So for most spaces that are large, we're going to want like an overall shot like this is perfect. So you can see that they've got there. And then we're going to want a detail. So this right here choked the image. You've got this right here, and so it makes it claustrophobic because you can't just like walk out into the room. You feel trapped in there. So like the way I would have tackled this is you get your overall shot right here, and then you're going to do like a detail and get like a nice cool mid-range hero shot of something. And then of course, when I'm talking mid-range, I should probably say that we've got the full wide angle here, which is going to be this frame. A mid-range when we cut off the floor and kind of just get closer details like this and don't have any floor space. And then a close-up is going to be like just a close-up detail, like really filling the frame there. I'm always going to try and flag you. We don't want any trash cans unless they're like permanently built in there. We'd want that just like kicked inside this closet or hidden. They're just always gross. No need to have that. Pretty cool here. I would want this line straight. So like positioning the camera right here and the trash can gone. Weird symmetry on this photo. I kind of want to avoid empty space. And you kind of just want a foreground or something that makes it dynamic. It just feels like an empty shot where you just like almost like a Polaroid or something. So this is kind of like a weaker photo. There's no real center or focus on it. And it's just kind of like here you go. So it's kind of not thought out. This is a little better. Major issues is we can't have like junk in the photo like this, and we're going to want kind of more of a hero shot for such an important area. Something just like right there would be perfect, like a zoom in lens from a little far back, framing like that, filling the frame with what's important. So recognizing like this is a pool shot, this is a pool area, so we want the pool to be the center item here instead of just like an open space shot like this. Okay, overall you've got a lot of your fundamentals. You've got the interiors really solidly. I see that you're working good angles. There's just like a little bunch of minute stuff that we're going to correct and get you shooting. The philosophy here is like when you're looking at a photo, it's kind of a twofold thing. There's like kind of an unconscious impression where like you'll see things that kind of are confusing and kind of make you uneasy. Empty space, cutting objects in and out. You want to see like a nice basic symmetry, a simple photo. Let me pull up an example. Okay, here's a fun, simple photo. It's just like easy to digest. There's nothing really confusing about it. You can see it and know exactly what the focus is here. There's no like visual confusion, and you get like a really simple symmetry with the square inside the square here. And I liken it to like a sushi bite. It's just like very simple, one thing fits in your mouth, beautiful, perfect. And the more photos like this that we deliver, the better the package. So I'm going to always be kind of pushing you to think like this, kind of almost softening your eye and looking at the whole photo and being like, okay, that makes sense. Looking for simple symmetries by like 2s, 3s, and 4s, and just being able to break down these things and totally understand what you're looking at. And so that's kind of the gist of it. And you're mostly the way there. All right. Thanks for watching the video, Eric. Welcome to the team. And let me know if there's any way I can help you. I'm here to get you shooting top level as fast as we can. All right. Thanks, brother.